Good. Slightly later than usual time of the day to you, friends and enemies. I am Richard, and this is LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now, Limited Time Offer, no vowels. And how are you all doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am doing slightly later than usual, as you may have been able to tell. Yeah. Still, let's not let that interfere with what's going on here. Let us do something else. Something exciting. Something game related. Hey? Doesn't that sound like fun? I'm glad you all agree. Oh, before I start and switch over to Gamedec, let me tell you that two reasonably good old school point and click adventures which came out in the very early 2000s are currently free on Steam. Siberia and Siberia 2. That's Syberia. And yes, they do have vowels in them. They are both free right now to add to your account on Steam. Isn't that great? What if you need vowels? Oh, so you're tired you haven't been able to sleep yet? Well, I'm glad that I will be here to make you go to sleep with my sonorific voice. Oh, you have to go to court. Yes, being awake for court would definitely be useful. Alright, well, let's switch on over to Gamedec, where we can show you all of the stuff that happens pre-court. Ah! Why are you not showing Gamedec? There is my beautiful, beautiful face, covering over the Gamedec. Yeah, we're playing Ek today, as you can see. Alright, let's load up the game. There we go, as you can see from the time. I did do a small amount of harvesting. I mean, that seems so horrible because, you know, this game is all about, or this part of the game is all about free-to-play stuff and how horrible it is. And I agree, it's horrible. And yet I willingly clicked on pumpkins to try and earn some money so that I could get, I think I'm going to buy a gun with it. I think that's the only thing I found. But yeah. Ah, and here we are. Oh. Why do you say something? I don't know. See, look, I have 2,000, where yesterday I had 1,000, 1,500. And look, 3 chests. I actually wanted to go and open those chests. See, look, the pumpkins are right there. They have spawned. I did not plant those ones. They have just spawned. So I can just go and dig these up and get small amounts of gold. And possibly chests as well. See, this is what happened last time. Every time you log out of the game and do some stuff, or I shouldn't say every time, I should say 100% of the time I have done this, chests have spawned, which is only twice. So, now, hey, open a chest. I'd like to open a chest. This seems a rare chest with a unique item. What did we get? It's a decorative, the Ringo Starr stagecoach. There it is over there. It was used to transport gold through the Valley of Death. A real legend, that one. Alright. No. Let's go and have a look at it. Ooh. That's exciting. The Ringo Starr. Yes. Not enough Beatles for my taste. Congratulations, you've reached your trial account limit. Alright, well, let's open another chest and see what I get. A bag of gold coins. How many gold coins was that? Not that many, I don't think. Oh, 116. Alright, you get a bag of gold coins. You get a pouch of gold coins. That was only 55. Alright, got another 3 to open. A rare chest with a unique item. What are we getting? Decadent, the dead tree. Unfortunately, it's not the tree of knowledge rumoured about in different worlds, but it's still beautiful. The dead tree is beautiful, is it? I mean, the moss grows on it, but I'm not sure I would call that beautiful. What's that? Over there. Move over in this direction. I guess that's part of the roots coming out through that ground there? I don't know. Either that or it's where a tremor monster met their end. Finally, put a fence up around the party. In that case, we're ready to get some cows. Congratulations, you've reached the limit of your trial account. So we can't get any cows. Oh, no, not sprucing up my farm, sorry. Opening a chest. Another bag of coins. 98 coins. Alright, let's open a chest. A pouch of coins, which was 56. And look at that. We made 400 odd coins from this. Alright, well, I'm going to save it here, because chances are I'm going to come back and go, hey, I will just go in and out of here and gain lots of pumpkins and spruce up this place, and maybe, I assume there's some sort of achievement for it. I know there's an achievement for having 5,000 coins. So I assume there's something for having all of the spruced up things. Can I talk to you, matey? No? Alright. Well, we're going to talk to the orange shirts, but you know what? Let's go have a quick look and see if old Ron... Is old Ron awake? Oh, Rusty Ed. Alright, not old Ron. But I'm going to call you old Ron. No, you're not awake. Alright. Time to use our detecting skills to detect all of these things. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Alright, you ran the back first of all, I think. Nobody is going to like talking to me. There's nobody in this field. I'm sure there was somebody in that field before. Gates to public fields. Only holders of digital keys could pass. Take a closer look at the gate. Gate required me to have a digital key. I knew I could generate a matching program, but it was a long procedure. There was also the option of breaking it with the Gamedec's battering ram, but I risked drawing attention to myself. Generate a key code to the gate. Cheetah, destroy with a battering ram, or programmer, which we have, reprogram the gate's code. Well, I am a programmer, so let's reprogram the gate's code. Reprogram the gate's code so it recognized me as one of the orange folk. The gate disappeared, so did the others. Awesome. Well, it's a shame there's nobody here. Alright, you. You have been randomly picked. Cabbage patch. Oh, not or is they lettuce? Okay, Emmett. No! I don't want to talk. No! I don't want to talk. Alright, well, if you don't want to talk, Emmett, I'll talk to Jack instead. Eh? The farmer was practically standing still. The outdoor's name was Sundance Jack. It was one of the default names suggested by the game. Alright. Desperately trying to get blue. Rules, calm, loneliness, caution, logic, facts, discretion, and accuracy. Who knows what that could be? Let's get his attention. Hey buddy, are you in game? He didn't react. I'm not going to touch him. In case he's infected with the thing. Exactly. Alright, examine data packets. Well, we're a programmer. We can analyze the source code. But we're also a cracker, so we can hack Jack. And I believe hacker was the further down the... Like, cracker. Cracker, yes. Alright, let us crack him. There is no software that can't be cracked. That can't be hacked! I obtained one-time access to the source code. I could only carry out one action. Not much, but better than nothing. Ooh, well... Oh, damn. I mean... I keep forgetting. Log in to Twitch. Why did I not set this up before? I mean, I don't know if anybody is there who wants to vote on this, but you can vote. I have logged in. Although I don't think you'll be able to vote on this one. Oh, you can! Wow, look at that. So, 1, log out to Jack, or log out Jack. 2, get visual data preview. 3, examine Jack signal. Or 4, start a chat with Jack. I don't know which one I would do, so you can all vote for me, and it's hashtag vote space number. Alright, I'm gonna press the button very soon. Just giving you all enough time, in case there is a huge delay. I have pressed the vote button. You may now vote. Voting is not mandatory. If nobody votes, I get to decide, and we all know what happens when I decide. It all goes horribly, horribly wrong, and I blame you. Because it couldn't be my fault, could it? Oh, no, everybody is asleep. That's great. We will. We will examine Jack's signal. I'm guessing that will give us some idea of what's going on here. I mean, getting visual data preview would probably allow us to see... I don't know whether it would allow us to see where we are, or where Jack is in the real world, or if it's going to give us some data that we can visually look at. You know, and thus not get infected when we look at Jack's signal. Alright, let's examine it. Freemium account. The signal goes to the cloud. You couldn't tell who freemium account users were in Relium. I couldn't use spyware. There were too many people around. Path choices. Unauthorized intrusion detected. Disconnecting. I lost contact with him. Oh well. We got a new deduction, did we? Players with freemium accounts. All of the orange folk use free and anonymous freemium accounts. Well, I thought we knew that already. And we don't know that for certain. We just know that the ones we have examined use it. Not necessarily all of them. Oh, we can't interact with you at all now. Alright. What about you? You? Buford. Stop bothering me, lady. I need to work. I need to work. I'm a Gamedec. I want to find a solution for your problem. I can't speak with you. I know some people get disconnected. If you do something about it, you'll have my gratitude. Oh. Well, I don't know. I can't speak with you alright. I have to do my day's work. I don't know why we're getting disconnected. It's a pain in the ass because we lose our progress. Talk to the others when Ack's not around. Okay. Are you Ack? Blazing Dakota. The girl looked extremely exhausted. Oh, you're that Gamedec, right? Thank God you're here. She glanced at me half awake. Tell me, please, what's going on with us? Is it serious? Oh no, can you walk through there now that I've just removed all the gates? That's horrible. I'm working on it. I need to ask you a couple of questions. Go ahead, I don't have much time. I need to work. Alright, I cannot diagnose her. Ask about the orange folk problem. Have her say something about herself. I mean, yes, this could be a non-game related problem. Yeah, it could be a problem that is happening in the real world. Something to do with the game pills that they take, not giving them enough nutrients. Or it's not game pills. Game pills are the ones which log you in, regulate your body. So maybe it is game pills. But yeah. Alright. Why do you play? Why do you play this game? I don't think it's for entertainment. It's my job. We have a supervisor. He keeps an eye on our group. Alright. Who's the supervisor? Who's your supervisor? What do you mean he keeps an eye on you? His name is Ack. Make sure we meet our daily targets. We can't talk to anyone or even go to town. It's just sowing and reaping. Then these health problems started to appear. Act says it happens sometimes, so we just need to wait it out. I mean, that's patently not true. It's so hot. Not sure how long I'm going to last. She said she was hot, but the weather was perfect. On a couch somewhere, her body should have been kept at an optimal temperature. So, say something about yourself. Can you tell me something about yourself? Not much to talk about. I'm a regular Warsaw City girl. I live in the lower levels, and I mean lower. I lost my best friend recently. She was like a younger sister to me. Alright. I mean, I want to know about your real address, so that I can come and investigate the stuff that is going on there. Where do you live exactly? Nothing to brag about, but I live in a mushroom under Low City. I wonder what life looks like in the upper levels. I can tell her about High City, because that is where I come from, and presumably where I still am. Those are deductions. I'm not sure what a mushroom is. Indeed, hee-yaw. Let's use our High City things to tell them about it, and, you know, generally be an obnoxious person saying, "Oh, you should come by the bar one day. I will buy you a coffee." Wouldn't that be fun? Sunshine, clouds, and blue skies all around you, just like heaven. Oh my. Oh my. She looks as if she was losing touch with reality. Please, I still have work to do. Alright. Buford, we've talked to you already. Oh, we kept working without paying attention to me. We need to find this Ack. Bessie? Silly Sally? Guy? And where's this guy who's walking up? No! Oh no, she collapsed. Ack, quick! Dakota fell again. Damn it. Third time this week. Something's wrong. She should have immediately logged out. I knew she would fall into a coma if her gear didn't start devitalization. Alright, well, I'm going to press... Well, no, actually, let's look at the deductions we made first of all. They're in the low city slums. One of the workers is clearly overseeing the other workers, keeping tabs on who they are talking to. So yes, like a big brother. Someone else is pulling the strings. They're forced to collect loot boxes, they're addicted to the game, or they abuse pharmaceutical substances. Yeah, I think they're being forced to collect loot boxes. But, you know, that's not what we're here for. I'm going to press the vote button again. So we can extract her data, we can don't intervene, or we can have her do an emergency logout. I mean, emergency logouts are probably empathetic type actions. Extracting her data is probably, hopefully, blue. Keeping on with the case. Facts. Doesn't really seem inspiration, spontaneity, optimism, verbosity, energy, expression, atmosphere, or intuition. It could be indifference, however. Or selfishness. But vote now. Vote early. Vote often. Ah, see, I hadn't pressed the button. Sorry. Vote 1. You want to extract her data. Well, there we go. Maybe we will find out. While we are waiting, let's see what they say. Collect more clues or perform a deduction. I don't know that you can perform a deduction. Doesn't sound right. No, vote one it is then. Extract her data. I decided to use the fact that Avatar was exposed to open my deck to try and access the logs of her couch, helmet, and suit. I was furious to realise it wasn't possible. The girl had a Freemium account, which meant she was anonymous. I mean, we already knew that. We knew that freemium accounts couldn't do that. Excuse me while I get water. Well, if I can't do anything else, let's have her do an emergency logout. Because, screw you, Ack. I turned on my deck and I activated devitalization. I had no idea why her computer hadn't done it already, as it's standard procedure for unconscious players. I should log her out safely, but the system didn't allow me to save the game. What have you done? What have you done, lady? Please tell me you saved her progress. Why? Why is that important? So I didn't save her progress. No, that's not what I said. I didn't say admit that you are an idiot and did not save the progress after you know that they want to save their progress, otherwise they lose all of that cash, etc. Anyway. Haven't you ever watched mystery shows where they do a whole big thing where they figure things out and perform a deduction? I mean, I have seen people who are performing make a deduction in front of others, making a performance of it, but not actually performing a deduction. I haven't seen them, dance around the stage, acting it out in a interpretive dance type manner. That is not a thing I have seen. Anyway. So I didn't save her progress. Why is that so important? It's not Dream Space. She's not going to lose her spacecraft if she doesn't... Well, we all know why. Gamedec, you have already picked up on this. You already know why. Fucking hell, you have no idea what you've done. Ack Thompson, the cowboy in shiny boots, spat on the blade of grass he was chewing. Stop whining and get back to work. And you, stop hanging around here. You're casting your shadow on the seed beds, and it stops the plants from growing. Fuck. She's been busting on us for three days in a row, you hear me? 3 days, and she hasn't saved since yesterday. Well, then she lost 1 day. Now I'll have to work like a horse just to catch up on the process you didn't save. Your health is more important. Reply ironically. Do you mean sarcastically? I'm not sure what ironic reply you can give at this point. I'm going to explain what I did. Hey! I saved her life. I'm going to tell you facts and get a blue thing. The couch was supposed to log her out but didn't. Her suit was overheating. I didn't want to risk it. Would you? That's your department, isn't it? I have my own job and I stick to it. We work fairly here. If somebody finds more, they give back to the less fortunate. Or save it for later. I mean, those are the options that you have when you find things. I mean, you could also spend it on yourself. But, I mean, that doesn't mean working... And when one of us faints, we have to finish their work. No rest for the wicked. I'm going to press the vote button. Offer to help. Or get back to the investigation. I mean, honestly, not to sway anything here, but I want to get back to the investigation. I don't want to offer to help and be all empathetic and helpful to these people right now. I think they're being overworked and bullied into this, forced by a hard taskmaster. And I would like to take out the taskmaster, but I don't think that is going to do anything. I have pressed vote now. I really don't think that's going to do anything. So 1, offer to help, 2, get back to the investigation. think it will just replace another person with this. So yeah. I don't know. And you were just walking around like you own this place, even though it's a freemium thing. Alright, looks like we are going to get back to the investigation. Did what I thought was right. I'll get back to my business now. Farewell! My planet needs me. Fuck you and your farewell, you fucking... I hope a mole mistakes your ass for a mount. That's an inventive thing. Alright. Well, we haven't talked to Silly Sally. Now glance anxiously at the cowboy strolling between the seedbeds. Alright, so we need to get you out of here so that we can talk to people. Bessie, I don't want to talk now. Oh, let's see if you've got anything else to say. Not now. Guy, the farmer was toiling away. He looked up at me without stopping sweat. Who are you? I'm a Gamedec. Stanley said you could help me. Huh. Did he? Alright. Oh, too fantastic. Hold on, I'm looting. Oh. Wow! It's the Philly dress of the Confederate General's wife. Type 12, with the spicy apple perfume in a 3-meter radius. Not a bad drop. I guess you brought me luck. That will make up half of my day's work. Now we can talk. What did we learn? From the virtual alien, we were... Harvest time. Opening prestige. Howdy, rancher. Farmer's prestige is determined by multiple factors and nuances, including the question, who opens the chests? If you do it yourself, that means you work on a public farm. You don't have your own piece of land or a premium account. That's nothing to be ashamed of, but remember, any genuine rancher has the chest opened for them by an assistant. Use a trial account or buy a premium package. Bask in prestige and respect. Yeehaw! What is Brahma? Brahma, a sensory world created by Novatronics, is faithfully mirrors all aspects of Relium. Growth and development of living organisms, structure and physical attributes of inanimate objects, dynamic weather patterns, etc. Brahma was created to ensure that zonets and diginets who aren't interested in staying in game worlds have a stable, normal, living environment that provides them with the same sensory report that Relium does. The inhabitants of Brahma get dirty, have hygienic needs, experience hunger, etc. These features cannot be turned off or modified in any way by the players. Brahma does not copy from Relium, and it doesn't look like any place that can be found on Earth. Okay. So why am I getting that information right now? Anybody got any ideas why I suddenly got that pop up? I mean, let's ask about loot boxes because that is the important information here. I'm new to the game. Tell me more about the loot boxes. Better ask Handy Joe by the bot by the station. He'll explain it better. Basically, grow your crops, wait a little click, and sometimes a box pops out. There are goodies inside. I already said those boxes drop very fast. Suspiciously fast. Alright. Here's a vote thing. Do we ask if he uses boosts, or do we ask if he uses cheats? Are we asking about in-game items, or things that are happening out of game that are horrible? Well, no, they're in-game as well. But things that are not in game. I don't know, that are not regulated by the game. Vote now! Vote 1. You don't want to ask about either. Well, too late. I pressed the button. We have to ask about one of them. There's no way to not ask. I mean, I suppose I could quit the game and never play again. But, you know, that's not going to happen. So, what do we do? Oh no, nobody has responded. I suspect if you ask about cheats, it's going to be you know, more aggressive. So I'm going to ask if you use boosts. No, that is aggressive. How is that aggressive? Oh, all right. Do you use any boosts? What? I don't need any boosts. All it takes is skill and some luck. You, for one, are my lucky teddy bear, a bunny. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Let's see what's inside. Oh man, it's the fancy harrow of the burglary from the past with the molehill vanquisher 3. Bonus! Rustic. Alright. Are you not tired? Are you perhaps stealing everybody else's energy somehow? And their luck and everything else? You're a horrible person if you are. Let's just watch you work. I stood and watched him work. Another box, and inside, a red courier mail couch with sluggish draft pony. Crazy. Much guy working. I could work with you all day. Another treasure chest, and in it, the gravedigger's sturdy shovel with the accelerated parsley cultivation bonus. Oh my god. Wow, this guy's on a roll. He's definitely cheating. Man, you are bringing me luck. My treasure is a red courier mail coach with a sluggish draft pony. Crazy! That's quite a lot. Could you give me a hand? I need to take my loot to the fence in town. Oh. If you could help me, I would owe you one. A big one. Well, let's steal all of his loot. I mean, I suspect you're cheating, and that the objects will be flagged as cheating objects. And that if I try to deliver the loot, I will get kicked out of the game. So I don't know that I want to deliver your loot. Loot man. So I'm going to press vote. But I do not care about all of the other options right now. I just want to know, should we deliver his loot or not? So vote 1 to deliver his loot, or vote vote 2 to deliver loot, and vote anything else to not do that. It's not an option, so either vote 2 to deliver the loot, or vote something else. Vote Obama. Vote something else. Vote 5. Yeah. Sounds good. Vote anarchy. Yeah, indeed. Vote to demolish democracy. You know, which largely seems to be what America has done. Alright. But I still want to know about the orange folk, so I'm going to ask you. What can you say about the others from your organisation? Heh, they're not as good as me. Well, maybe except for Jack, but he's like a machine. Hardly ever leaves the game. He's completely off now, and you can't get through to him. He lives in La La Land because time runs differently for him. We keep talking, and here comes another treasure. Oh, did you hear that? Yee-haw! And in it, an untainted coyote carcass with 1 week decay timer. Ornamented. Alright, let's ask about disconnecting from the game. Sandy said you get disconnected a lot. Has it happened to you? Not much, almost never. Only when I'm really tired. But I take the right mix and everything's fine. So what's the right mix? What kind of mix is that? Telenium Vital, Strobo 5, protein, and vitamin and mineral supplements. And something for reinforcement. I can't remember the name. Look at that, another treasure. This time it's a pair of fast-riding textile boots smudged with cow dung. Alright. We're not going to agree to do your stuff at all. Alright, we've tried talking to that. It's time to talk, I think, to Ack. Ack Thompson. The old cowboy was chewing on a blade of grass. He wore an impeccably clean vest and shiny boots. Quite a sunny day, isn't it? You just want to stretch your legs and have a nap on the grass, don't you, my friend? Oh no! If only I had blue, I could present myself. If only, but I don't have blue. So let's ask about the weather. It's a beautiful day, isn't it a beautiful day, partner? It's always like this in harvest time. I'd love to lay down on the grass, but somebody's got to watch over these losers, but that's a cowboy's lot, watching over the cattle. Okay, so if we can get you to go to sleep in the game, then maybe we can talk to the others freely. Let's ask about the farmers you're supervising. Let's not talk about the orange folk. Who are all these people that you're doing? They're working hard. Could you at least tell me who it is that you're watching and why? That's... oh my god, so blunt. So not what I wanted to say. They're low city scum. They've got tasks they need to focus on, so don't bother them. They won't speak to you. Could explain how you're interfering with the delicate processes of specialized therapy. That you should be a sweetheart and leave. Well, I mean, we're not a scalpel. We could be a scalpel if I had a blue, but I don't really want to be a scalpel. Where can I get blue from? The rarest of all precious materials. No, I never saw what I got it for. There we go, specifics. That's what I got it for. Last time that red. Alright, tell me about the farmer's health. I heard the orange folk experience pains, memory loss, speech difficulties, and... That's enough, friend. Slow down there. They pay me for supervision, so I supervise, okay? Would you kindly get off the field? We're gonna push him? We're gonna leave. Vote now. 1. Continue conversation. 2. Leave. Vote now. Vote early. Vote often. Be sure to stuff the ballot box with your vote. And maybe some money as a bribe. Can't help. Can't hurt. It also can't help, but you know. Looks like we are going to wait a few more seconds for the thing to stop voting, and then, alright, we're going to leave. Not going to push it. I can go with that. I'll be going then. Have a nice day. Thanks, partner. Have a nice day. Alright, well, I don't know that there's anybody else I could talk to around here. So first of all, let's go back to our own farm. No. Nobody's come up there. Alright then. Oh, well, you know what? I don't suspect you'll know anything. But let's talk to Wild Poppy. Nope. You've just got the same dialogues. That's fine. Didn't expect you to know anything. Time to leave the farm. I mean, I don't like that. Hey, go inside, don't go inside. And then when you're inside, this is stay inside and go outside. So they've reversed it. Why? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you put them in the same places? Never mind. Alright, well, it looks like it's time to make a deduction. What can we deduce by not having this point of data here? They've got accelerated couches. There are accidents in harvest time. They come from the low city slums. They have no data. They're on meds and stimulants. They're players with freemium accounts. And somebody is always watching over them. That big brother. So someone else is pulling the strings. I mean, that is obvious. They're forced to collect loot boxes. I mean, that is also obvious. They're addicted to the game. And they abuse pharmacological substances. But what is the main problem of my clients? I would like a vote. I mean, I cannot say, hey, Twitch, vote now, with a twitchy votey button. But, you know, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Just say vote 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's that someone else is pulling the strings. But it could be they're forced to collect loot boxes. It could also be that they're addicted to the game. They're losing control of reality. Their bodies and minds are paying the price. Or is it they suffer the side effects of pharmacological substances? Who knows? Just restart and respec your character. I could do. I could go back to the beginning. Well, he said it's... Oh, God. Itch. It looks like they're forced to collect loot boxes is the main problem of my client. We can go with that. Let's just back out. Ah, look, there's only one thing here. But look, we've only got 4 things to go through here. And then there's 4 possible conclusions at the end. No, no. There we are. And that's the end, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, well then. They're forced to collect loot boxes. The orange folk are either forced or manipulated into collecting and selling loot boxes. That is their main problem. They're forced to collect loot boxes. Suspects. No data, no data, no data, no data. Alright. Investigate what's happening with the orange folk. Done. Tell Stanley what you've deduced. How do I see Stanley? Do I just go back to the same place? Let's try that again then, I guess. We jump in the well, that was it. Well, return to graveyard. It was certain death, but I was sure to end in the graveyard. It seemed prudent to get back to the graveyard. Give Stanley a report on the investigation. Hey, Stanley, you know that thing that you're doing? I have deduced that you are doing it. Jump in the well, get back to the graveyard. Okay, so he did tell me to do that. Anybody else? Where are you? Ah, there you are. You're over here this time. Howdy, cowgirl. I can see you've wandered off the trail. Oh my god, Sheriff. I'm the sheriff in this town. Not many players know about this place, especially newcomers. What brings you here? Oh, Wild West, Sheriff. It all added up. Oh, and here we have stuff. And look, secrets, distrustful, or trustful. And he's starting distrusting us because we're a newcomer who can get into this place. Dun dun dun! Well, where are we going? I would like to have a vote. Are we going to try and go for distrustful or trusting? I mean, hopefully we'll get one of those secrets. I don't know, we might be able to get both if we go down the thing, but where are we going? Oh, I've pressed vote and I've got no idea how to vote. Vote for. Lie that you got lost. So you're going to go down the distrusting route. Okay. Alright. We can do that. Yep. Looking at my chat. Oh, it seems to vote pretty heavily in the way of vote for. Yes. All of those votes streaming in. I do appreciate your votes all the same. We got lost. I got lost. I'm new to this game. No problem, it happens. Come, my friend, let me see you out. Oh, that was a big, distrusting thing down there. But before I do, allow me to proceed with the formalities. Straighten up and clear his throat. As the Sheriff of High Rock, I'd like to officially welcome you to our community. I'm here to help beginners and uphold the law. The game's rules, that is. Welcome, Rancher. If I greet him, it's going to go back down the other way, isn't it? So let's not greet him. I don't like you, Sheriff. I'm here to slap iron, but I haven't got any iron, so I can't slap it yet. I crossed my arms and looked at him expectantly. I mean, you can't see it, but I am crossing my arms too, even if my avatar isn't. Yes, I can of course override anything you suggest. But, you know, I think it's fun to do it this way. Yes! We unlocked a secret! The man lifted his outstretched hand and carelessly adjusted his gold saw hat. Not only will I answer all your questions, but you'll receive something else. A welcome package and a pouch of coins for your farm. Cool, ain't it? Let's go down to the saloon and talk over a drink. What do you say? I'm going to say we don't have access to the saloon, because that is telling the truth. And that should make you trust. Maybe we can go... I guess I've unlocked that already, so it stays unlocked. I don't have access to the saloon. I'm on a trial account. Jeff, it's a bit awkward, but I don't have access to the saloon. Not a problem. With my invitation, you can enter any public building. Well, now we can go all over the place. That's great. Let's go. I might have a job for you that will get you something more than gold coins. Oh my god. Is it a limited edition cactus with real flower sprouting out the top? That would be great. Gamedec. Oh, you know who I am. I mean, I would do the music here, but I can't do it. That one. Oh no. Let's take a walk. I've got no objectives anymore, and I haven't told Stanley. No, let's not take a walk. Especially not in that halting, badly animated manner that you just did. Oh, are you actually there, or have you gone away? Hank, it's good to see you. How long until you're done? I just logged in. 6 weeks left. Okay, so you're here now. That's good. Thanks for the advice, Sheriff. Pretzel is all better now. Howdy, Ben. How's that achievement going? You got it? Howdy, Sheriff. I'm about to crack the physics behind these bundles. Today's the day. It has to be. Ooh. Set professions, education, pacifism, service, amicability, compassion, trust, listening, empathy. Rules, calm, loneliness, caution, logic, facts, discretion, accuracy. Inspiration, spontaneity, optimism, verbosity, energy, expression, atmosphere, intuition, determination, authority, sincerity, indifference, impatience, specifics, selfishness, targets. Well, I'm guessing showing your impatience. I mean, I don't even know how this works. I don't know whether, you have to make 3 decisions in this sort of... with these sort of attitudes in order to gain a point, or whether it's specific decisions which gain you a point. I don't know. I mean, asking about the achievement might be empathetic, or it could be accuracy or fact, or it could be multiple things. I don't know. I think waiting displays calm, maybe? I don't know. Discretion? Doesn't display spontaneity. It doesn't display indifference or impatience. I don't know. So, I don't want to show impatience, but I don't know about waiting or asking for the achievement. So I'm going to put it to the vote. Vote 1 to wait, vote 3 to ask about the achievement. Which of these things do you want to do? Which one will we do towards Ben Poe? Also, I didn't want to walk with you. I wanted to have a drink with you. I was going to run around myself in a crazy manner. But hey, maybe not. You want to know about the Chivo? Alright, we can do that. Even if you did vote incorrectly with an @ symbol. You don't even need to press shift in order to get the hashtag. So I don't know what's going on there. Never mind. Alright, let's ask about the achievement and see what happens. What's this achievement you're working on? Great Pyramid of Bundles. I'll be the first player to get it. It's shift 2. It's shift 3. Is it? What are you... Really? Not on my keyboard. Do you have a different keyboard to me? How weird. What strange otherworldly things there are in New Zealand. Or is it Alt-Shift something or other in order to do the quick codes for symbols? What is it? Control-Alt 012 for M- and 0123 for N-. I forget. Shift 2 for me is quotation mark. Shift 3 is the pound symbol. Which, you know, I guess you don't have much call for. That's it. Great Pyramid of Bundles. I'll be the first player to get it. It gave me anything. Hi, Sheriff. They vandalized Mr. Adams again. There's the saloon. You're blocked from accessing it. But we'll fix that problem right quick. I know it says promptly, but that's not how you should be talking. Sheriff typed a few commands into the game's interface, and I saw I now had access to the saloon. Be my guest. Express admiration. Enter the saloon or ask is it cheating. Hey, I'm not going to get flagged as a cheater, am I? Am I? Is that going to happen? Wait a second, wouldn't that be cheating? I guess, I mean, as you're the sheriff, you can bend the rules within the game. Oh, it's one of the privileges of being sheriff. I can grant access to the saloon to anyone I want. Okay, well, there we go. Into the saloon we go. Just let me ask you, what's your poison? Whiskey? Agree to have whiskey, refuse, or ask for water? I don't think I'm gonna get a vote on this. We're gonna have some whiskey. Yum yum yum. I'll have the whiskey. Bottoms up then. To the meeting. I'm telling you, friend, this stuff may be digital, but it tastes like the genuine article. It's phenomenal. Oh wait, no. Oh, boo. Boo! Is the secret not mine anymore? Or are we starting a new conversation? Alright. Let's talk about the welcome package. What do I get? Let's start with the welcome package for new players. Sheriff made several gestures and opened the game's options. Welcome to Harvest Time. Please accept this humble gift. Oh, yee-haw! You've received 3 mystery gifts. I can't wait to open them for you. Come to the ranch. You've received a gift of 500 coins. You can use it to buy wonderful items. For example, from me. Let's meet up. Emphasize your irritation. I'm so irritated that you gave me free stuff. Grrr. I'm angry. What? That's ridiculous. Remember, in the demo you could switch personalities by swaying the indicator. Yeah, but I mean, did I lose the thing that I had unlocked, or is this a new conversation? I assume this is the same conversation. I don't know that I lost anything. was doing that giving me the welcome thing, and now I'm back to 0? I don't know. I would like a clear indication. Alright. Hey there, I'm thanking you for the gift. Let's see if we go down the trusting path now. Thanks, Sheriff. That's a nice gesture. Pleasure's all mine, friend. Ah, maybe not. Alright, since we're done with a petty issue, we can get back to the serious matter. Ask about Stanley, or mention the Gamedec situation. Let's not give up our client just yet. Let's be discreet. Let's mention the Gamedec situation. How do you know I'm a Gamedec? Is it because I'm using the default skin? You called me a Gamedec while we were in the graveyard. Why? It's because you're using the default skin and have gone in asking questions and blundering about. Word travels fast. It's quite extraordinary having a Gamedec in High Rock. People get, you know, excited. They're curious why the Orange folk hired you. Hell, I'm curious myself. I respect that your investigation might require secrecy. On the other hand, I could help you. I know everyone here, you see? Lie that you're a regular player. Get back down that distrustful path. I don't think so. Yeah, I'd like to know who told you. I mean, everybody told you because I blundered in, asking questions with my big size 10s? Size 12s? I don't know. Big feet. Clown shoes. Whatever. Ask who told it. Who did you get this information from? Let's say someone noticed a new guy hanging around the public farms, asking questions. They texted me, I launched the game, and here we are. So you never saw Stanley. Now that there's a Gamedec in my town, I'd love to offer her a job. If she's interested, that is. I'd love to know more details, please. That would be best. Can you tell me a bit more? Listen, I have a feeling our goals overlap. High Rock has a problem with a certain player, the Outlaw. I've been informed they might be involved in prohibited activities. I reported to the admins, but the Outlaw keeps coming back with new accounts. I need solid proof to ban them from this world for good. I mean, I don't see how that matches up with my orange person at all. Orange groups. But alright. I know you run an investigation. I think it's connected to the Outlaw. Could you share your observations? We could work together. Ooh. Here's a vote then. Do we 1. Tell him the truth, 2. Refuse and say goodbye, or 3. Give him false information? I think giving him false information... I think refusing and saying goodbye might be discretion. I don't know about telling the truth or giving him false information to lead him down the path. I don't know which icons they might represent, but here is the vote that I'm going to press in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I pressed it on 1 rather than on the 0 because I'm an idiot and can't do countdowns. I think it's a shame I can't zoom in on some of this. I'd just like to look at more of the detail that are on the people here. Still. They seem nice enough from this angle. Are you wearing orange? Are you part of the orange people and you're resting in the bar? Or... and you? Or are you just happening to wear the same colours? Well, alright. You can tell the truth. Alright then, I'll tell you about Stanley and what's going on then. Of course. I don't see why this should remain a secret. You know, I have nothing to do with discretion. I'm not that kind of Gamedec. If you ask me questions, I will tell you all of the things about my clients. Let me tell you all about the last client I had. His son sexually harassed some people. No, that's not good in there. I was hired by the farmers from Orange Dream. They have a problem with gameplay stability. They keep getting disconnected. Alright, if we're going to be truthful, let's be bluntly truthful, or let's be completely open and share our conclusions. You know, it could be that the sheriff is in on it. But you know what? Let's share our conclusions anyway. Gathered info. The orange folk were exploited for loot box farming. Their bodies and their gear are overburdened. They literally collapse from exhaustion. See, so this is not an in-world problem. This is a Relium problem. I don't really know how I can solve that. Because I can't get to their place, kick in the door and free them all in some sort of riotous, free, upcoming, words that don't make any sense here, raid. Yeah? Oh, now I've unlocked this one. Interesting. Sheriff finished his glass of whiskey. Hard to believe. That's all hard to believe. Something like that in my town? Do you think the person responsible for this is also here in the game? I mean, somebody's got to be watching over them. We've got the overseer, but I don't know whether the actual person is there. So I might just go, eh? I don't think I should deny it. I think the only answers are maybe or... Well, no, I guess you could deny it because, I mean, if the person who's responsible for it is a big, high-up muckety-muck, then they're not going to log into this game. Alright. Hey everybody, here is votes. 1, do we agree with the statement saying, yes, they're here? 2, do we deny it, saying, nah, they're too big and high up to be in here? Or 3, do we go, eh? If you vote 3, I will of course make that noise again. Don't let that sway your vote in any way. So now, did I sway people to vote 3 because they want to hear the voice? Or the sound? Or not? Did they vote away from it because, oh my god, can't live with that sound again? The power is in your hands to hear that noise again. Or not. Well, looks like the people have spoken. They want to hear that noise again. So the answer is, eh? Hard to say. It's not hard to say. I can say eh at any point. It's very easy. Alright. I'm almost certain that the outlaw is responsible for the orange folks' problems. I suspected them for a long time to be behind all this. I bet the outlaw is scaring the kids into toiling and giving away their loot. I despise these kind of players. I mean, if I had taken the loot, maybe it wasn't a cheat. Maybe I just would have been ambushed by the outlaw on the way back and forced to hand it over. If you agree to work with me, I'll tell you my plan to catch the outlaw. You'll play a central role in it. You're a mercenary. What's in it for me? Come on, I need some of that money. Just one thing. I don't work for free. There's real money in it for you after the job is done. That is real money. When you say real money, do you mean money for the Relium, or do you mean a huge amount of money in the game here? Because, I mean, if somebody said that to me on the street, I would understand what they meant. But here in the game, it's not so clear cut. Gamedecs were generally paid upon completion of the job. I think they got an advance as well. But yeah, no need to vote. Let's accept the job. Let's side with the crooked sheriff. You convinced me, Sheriff. I'll work for... No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. I will work with you. I will follow your plans, and I will try and do things to the best of my ability, but I am working for the Orange folk. If there comes a point where the Orange folks' interests are held... are satiated? No. If their interests do not align with yours, I'm siding with the Orange folk, because that is who is actually paying me right now. They are my first contract right now. You have heard what I usually charge for searching someone in Virtualia. I nodded, then realised you hadn't told me what the job actually was. Yes, I would like to have known that before I said that, but hey, never mind. We shook hands. You never signed contracts in my line of work. This... what? You never signed contracts in my line of work, except for the fact that you have had two that you have described as contracts. This one with the Orange folk, and the one from the previous one with... I was going to call him Haggis. You literally described them as contracts. So while they might not be on paper and require a signature, they're still... you can still have them as binding contracts. A verbally binding contract is still... If you record the verbal contract and everybody agreeing to it, it is still just as binding as a paper contract. The saying, a verbal contract isn't worth the paper it's printed on, is not true. You just have to be able to record what is being said and have everybody acknowledge that these terms mean this when you are making the contract. You can do it verbally. You could do it... I mean, I bet you could get into contracts with sign language as well. But you would have to record everything that was said there. Record the hands. Yeah? But still. Alright. Onwards. Alright, let's cut to the chase. First of all, I need you to confirm the outlaw's location. When you do that, find out whether they work alone or have accomplices. Then, we'll meet and draw up a detailed plan. Alright, buddy. I want a badge. Give me a badge. Can you give me a deputy star? I want to be a deputy. Sheriff burst out laughing. I don't want to have one on me. Since you care about it so much, I'll try to get one for you. Alright, okay. So, if you want me to find the outlaw, I'd kind of like to know about the outlaw. What do we know about the outlaw? I'm sure this player uses many different accounts and characters. Recently, they've been known as the Outlaw. I mean, so the Outlaw isn't a role that this game has for you. It is something that they're doing and have like called themselves the Outlaw. Alright. They were in some shady business with BlackRock, a known hacker and fraud who has been permabanned from the game. Black Rook, sorry, not Black Rock. Rook did a lot of nasty stuff. He once hacked our banker, Mr. Adams, and gave him an insulting name. The next update should finally fix it. I mean, Mr. Adams is currently hacked. Is that the hack you're talking about? Alright. What do you expect us to do? I mean, you've given me a very general thing. Do you just want me to go out there and do my thing and work it out as I go? Or have you got some sort of rules that you want me to abide by? What is it exactly that you want me to do? Confirm whether or not that thug is still in their hideout. The guild house. Ah. Sheriff can't belong to guilds or enter their houses. Dumb, I know, but rules are rules. Just find out if the outlaw works alone or not. Okay, what are you going to be doing all this time? What are you going to be doing in the meantime, Sheriff? I'm going to collect evidence against the outlaw and inform the admins about our plans. I also have some life obligations. Alright, let's begin the investigation. That's all for now. I'll get to work. Wait for me in the saloon after you've found all the answers. I'll be there at nightfall, and we'll think of a plan. It's time for me to go. I have things to do in Relium. I still had an obligation towards Stanley. I had to understand the orange folks' problem. So we must shake my hand this time, partner? Yeah. I'm gonna shake your hand this time. Howdy doody, Sheriff. Howdy doody. See you later, Sheriff. I shouldn't have shaken your hand. The outlaw could have been around here, in a different account, looking in. Ah, well. We'll meet at nightfall, Gamedec. Well, I'm not going to get all the way up to the end, but I don't think I need to. Sheriff Billy tapped the brim of his hat and left the game. One of the women upstairs beckoned me and pointed to the stairs that ran along the saloon's outside wall. And you said something that I wasn't reading. Oh! Hey, there we go. An untranslated line. Well... Damn. If I could, I would just, grab and highlight it, and then copy-paste it into somewhere. That's probably my name's Leanne. Alright, you know what? Hey there. Why don't you just sit there while I translate. Yep, that is indeed my name is. Oh. We could help I'm guessing this is each other. This one is. It's because it's saying we could help myself right now. We could help each other. Yep. I will meet. I did mean that, thank you. I will meet behind the saloon, or let's... I will meet you in the saloon, maybe. I mean, that does seem what saloonum would mean. No, let's meet behind the saloon. Okay. Alright. Thank you. That woman, Leanne, must have been listening in on our conversation. She wanted to meet me outside the saloon. Well, let's see what else we got around here. Answer: nothing, except this bartender. Bartender Hickok. Alright, well, bartender, well, let's see what we got here. Do the job for the sheriff. Is find the outlaw on Highlock, find out who works for the outlaw. Decide who the outlaw is through deduction, decide who the sheriff is through deduction, decide who Leanne is through the deduction. Identify the one responsible for the Orange Folks' plans. Well, alright, let's look to see what our deductions say. No data, no data. Well, I guess those two are going to be the other ones, but what have we got for who is the outlaw? Shady business. The outlaw was doing some shady business with a player of such horrible repute that they were banned in harvest time. Alright. Welcome to the High Rock Saloon. Can I get you anything? I remember what Bob Zappa from TMP had told me. I had a chance to contact him through the bartender. I just needed to say the password. Really? I don't remember that, but alright. Hey, Bob Zapper. I screwed you over. Now you're going to help me out. Let's ask about rumours. No, let's contact Bob Zapper immediately. And, you know, just in case that option disappears. I looked at the bartender knowingly and whispered, Mixoria. Or Mycorrhizoria? I don't know what that means. Relations. The bartender's eyes flashed green. I heard a familiar beep signal, and the face of my old friend appeared before my eyes. My old friend? The guy that I screwed over. Alright. Hey pal, I'm in a meeting. I can't talk right now. I'll sense you when I'm done. This could take a while. Sure thing. Later. I wonder if he remembered what he promised me. I don't know what he promised me. Let's ask about rumours. Tell me about the local rumours. I'm sorry, but I can only serve drinks. I'm an automatic character, not a player. Please don't look so surprised. Player hired me to fill in for them as bartender, their town profession. This paid service lets you keep a role despite being absent. If you're interested in other paid services, please visit the game's website. Now then, can I get you anything? Eve. I am very surprised that they have websites. Shouldn't they have something else? They're all mine! Mine! Did you get lemons or something? No, we'll come back to you. Let's go to this meeting behind the saloon. Near the water pump. Yeah, I would talk to you. Go away. Right, there we go. Lee Ann. No one looked noble and serious. No, she kept looking around as though she were afraid of something. When she noticed me, her face took on an imperious look. You're a Gamedec, aren't you? Not gonna tell you anything. Don't answer. I mean, I'm wearing the official Gamedec thing, and you overheard the conversation, so yeah. I accidentally overheard your conversation with the sheriff, and I think that I might have a simple but lucrative job for you. I'd like you to provide me with intel about the sheriff, who he is, what he does, how many zeros he has in his bank account, and so on. Anything you can tell me about his life in Relium would be useful. Can I count on you to help? Yeah, I want to know why. I don't just accept every job that comes along. You know, despite having accepted every job that has come along so far. Get an automated service to Gamedec for you. Yeah, that would be great. Just have somebody go around, go beep. Who are you? Why did you do this thing? Where are you in the Relium? Answer my questions now. Beep. Why do you need this information? I'm considering entering into a financial arrangement with this person. I'd like to make sure he's solvent and trustworthy, that's all. I don't know that I buy what you're saying. Who is Leanne? The sheriff is in her crosshairs. Leanne is collecting intel on the sheriff. Gather more stuff. Who is the outlaw? Gather more stuff. You know, I could just hose somebody down and say it's anything. I don't know if I want to accept this job. I mean, going around and asking these questions and learning stuff about the sheriff might be good. Hey, let's vote. Your game crashed, that's a sign for the night. Well, can you do a vote before you do that? Do we accept the job? Do we refuse the job? I mean, I half suspect that Leanne is in fact the outlaw. Or working for the outlaw, and that getting information on the sheriff would do that. But it could be that she's really in some sort of financial relationship with him. Refuse the job. Anarchy! In the UK. Maybe. Alright. Thank you very much for voting. I will be continuing on with this for the next hour or so, but if that is your sign for the night, I wish you a good evening. And I appreciate the fact that you have been here for any portion of this. Thanks a lot. I refuse your job. I'm afraid that I won't have time for this job. What a disappointment! Should you change your mind, find Rusty Ed and tell him you work for me. You'll be granted access to the guild house. Oh. I mean, I need to go in the guild house. But alright. Suddenly feel the air moved, as if someone had walked right past me. But nobody was there. I resumed the conversation with Leanne. I'm terribly sorry, I got a bit distracted for a moment. Is that something that is happening in the Relium then? Or in what I think might be a fictional Relium, so it might be happening in the real Relium. I notice. Well, if you were to find some time after all, the job waits you. The job awaits you. I'll be at the guild house. Goodbye. You have lost your legs, ma'am. Ma'am, your legs are missing. Oh, hey Bob. Yep. Alright, I managed to get out of the meeting. But I'm on my way to the next one. Tell me what it's about. Ask for maximum level? If I ask for maximum level, does that mean I can go everywhere? Ooh. Yeah. Alright. Get me the maximum level. I'll do the investigation on my own, thanks. Can you give me the maximum level in harvest time? Come on, I can't. I'd lose my job if that got out. Oh. Disappointing. I mean, I could have said, hey, it's me. I'm a Gamedec. I hacked your game. I'm amazing. Look at me. I'm a cracker. I mean, that really should have been thought about before they said that. Still, never mind. Alright, let's ask for help with the investigation then. I can make gold coins harvesting if I really want them. I'm conducting an investigation in harvest time. I need intel on a certain player. Damn it! This kind of data is usually restricted. I can't help you myself, but I'll ask some friends. Who is this about? Ask about the sheriff, the outlaw, and Lee Ann. They're from the High Rock region. Any information would help. Every detail matters here. Sure, I'll ask around. I'll send you as soon as I find anything. Later! Alright. Now let's go and investigate. Hey there, you. Oh. No, alright. Well. Hey there, you. I want to know about your lovely, lovely, glowing yellow whatever they are. Magnificent fruit, aren't they? They're Midas apples. They're made of gold. I wonder if they're all here. 1, 2, 3, 72, 74, 70. Ugh, I'm thirsty. Hey, you. Don't touch my super premium apples. They're mine. Mine! Looks at apples. There were rare fruits in this crate. No one was looking. Steal a fruit or don't touch it. I'm not out for all of that. I'm not going to touch it. You're voting one. Losing your job is your problem and not me. Is that a vote to steal the fruit? As I thought you were leaving. Or was that a vote from earlier that I did not see until I looked down just now? As you leave, you steal. Oh. But I have to live with the consequences of your actions. What a horrible, horrible thing to have happen. Alright. For you. If I get it, I'm blaming it on peer pressure. So it came to pass that Eve stole the apple, bringing the taint of original sin to harvest time. Oh, that gave me 1,000. I wanted to see how it tastes, but truly are minus apples. They turn to gold. I heard slurping, chewing, swallowing. I looked around the sound ceased. Suddenly felt a strange presence a few steps away from me. Ooh, observe it secretly. There's a movement out of the corner of my eyes. The air was shimmering on the way it does on hot days. Oh, hacker! Yeah. Looked like a shadow generated by the game's engine, or a shadow of a human. Could have been a bug, or an invisible player. As Gamedec, I couldn't ignore these kinds of phenomena. To examine the digital anomaly, you've just seen me steal a fruit, so maybe you think I'm more in your line of work, horrible hacking person, than anybody else. I don't quite know how I investigate that. Alright. Potatoes, potatoes, potatoes. Fastest harvest, lots of loot. Message. Farmer Zenek on the forums. Hey buddy, somebody stole one of your fruit while you were in the bar. No? Let's have a drink. Pour me a drink, would you? You need a premium account in order to buy drinks here. Alright, fine, whatever, show understanding, yeah. Alright, I got a blue! I got a blue! I got a blue for understanding the rules. Oh, I can spend something. Oh my god. Demon in game with invisibility shroud, yeah, that's it. You still haven't left. I got a blue. Oh my god. So many things I can unlock. I mean, I can unlock the scalpel. And then I can immediately unlock the sensory surgeon. Couldn't I? No, I couldn't quite do that. I would still need a green. But I could unlock a sleeve. But then not a cheetah. Definitely can't unlock an admin. But I could unlock sensory celebrity. Which, you know, probably makes sense given that I'm already an infotainer. And then I could become a mindfluencer. But I'd really rather be a Vox Populi. That one I could just unlock immediately though. Whereas that one I'd still need to wait for another blue. Who knows how long I'd be waiting for that blue. 3 and then 4. And I'd also need another yellow. Or orange. Whatever. I don't really want to know the human body inside and out. I'm more interested in being mind related. So let's be a sensory celebrity at the very least. Ooh, now. Being a celebrity is a balancing act. You must be ready to cross the boundaries of the absurd to cause a scandal because cameras love it. But take one step too far and you will fall far below your peers. Fame is like riding a tiger. It's easy to attract attention, charm people and persuade them to talk. But if you go too far... I mean, that's not quite the expression, is it? Fame is like catching a tiger. You hold it by the tail. And you've got to keep holding onto that tail forever, otherwise it will turn around and maul you to death. So now the question is, Vox Populi or immediately for Mindfluencer? If I did Mindfluencer, then I'd have to get another green and 4 orange yellowy things. I think I can probably get 4 orangey yellowy things before I get a single blue. No, I can't even see how much it costs to spend on those. Alright, we're gonna wait. We're gonna become a Vox Populi, or at least not gonna spend anything now. I could just become a Mindfluencer at any point. So yeah. Right, I get it. Leave. Thanks a lot. Can I get another one by talking to you? No, I can't. Didn't expect so, but hey. Oh, hey, buddy. How you doing? No? Alright. Hey, horsey. Oh? Alright, well I can talk to Rusty at any point. If I say I'm on the job, do I have to be on the job? Can I just say no? Climb the ladder to the roof. Let's see how invested this person is. Are they going to come up here as well, these invisibility shrouded people? Hey there, observer. Still no birds in the sky. Tell me about the residents of High Rock. Don't you tell me anything about the residents of High Rock, Professor? I'm asking about the other players, not the birds. Other players? They don't seem to be interested in birdies. What can I say? They're weirdos. I mean, I'd like to ask about Leanne, actually. Get to know more about her. But I guess you don't know anything. We only know they're involved in shady business, and Leanne has the sheriff in our crosshairs. Alright, so let's inquire about the outlaw. Shouldn't the sheriff have a capital as well? Right? Never mind, let's ask about the outlaw. Have you heard anything about a player named Outlaw? What? Laws Paritia? There's one in the game. No. Inquire about the outlaw. I don't know, but the person... Oh, a person. For a moment I thought you were asking about a beautiful bird of paradise. I'm not interested in players, not at all. Is this your persona? Let's watch some birds, Professor. It's nice watching birdies in good company. It's more like watching the absence of birdies. Maybe someone could join us? We could exchange our observations. Alright. I'm guessing I cannot jump off the edge here and die. I mean, I guess I could... Oh, hey Bob Zapper. Hi, I'm in a meeting, but I went to the bathroom and I'm sensing you from a stool. Cool, huh? No! No! It's not cool! Why would you... Look, if I had to do this, and it was all cloak and dagger, etc., I wouldn't say, hey, I'm in the toilet. No, that's just not... That's just not it, alright? Have him send you later. Exactly. Exactly. No, just tell me what you found, man. You didn't have to tell me that. Exactly. Anyway, got anything? Well, a friend from customer service dug up some data about these players. I didn't get a proper look yet. I'll read it out for you. Hi, Bob. I looked into the sheriff guy. Suspicious stuff. It seems he's using some kind of cheat, a speed booster or time manipulator. Info, okay. Sheriff's account is registered to a man named Mr. Lebsky. And Leanne's real name is Nanette Tusset. Now listen to this. The guy's a manager in her organization, the Nanette Foundation. Oh, okay. Check their in-game profiles, and there's not a single interaction between them, as if they don't know they both play. Curious, huh? My guy from Hacks gained access to the VP press cloud and found a recording featuring Mr. Lebsky and Nanette. Transcript enclosed. You owe me. Transcript enclosed. You owe me big time. Bob finished reading. I owe him. That is, not you. Anyway. Anyway, I have to get back to the meeting. Is this good? No, I'd need to know about the outlaw. Okay, but what about the outlaw? Right, I forgot. It's a new anonymous account. If they're not registered within the first week, they get automatically deleted. That was a noise, wasn't it? That was a noise I made. I really want to push you a little bit harder, Bob. But I don't really want to risk you losing your job or anything there, so Alright. Nope. You're giving me what you can. It'll do. Thanks, Bob. No, Bob. I do. No! No, Bob, I do owe you. No, you don't. Bob is paying you back for the favour that you did him already. I'm sure this information will help me. Take care. I'm glad I could return the favour. Take care and good luck. Now, if I come across you later on, who is Leanne, head of the Foundation. And really, Leanne is the head of the Nanette Foundation. So is she a cheater? I suspect she's a cheater trying to con suckers in harvest time. But I don't think she's to blame for orange folks' problems. I suspect Leanne is responsible for the orange folks' problems. Criminals often take the guise of oppressed victims in need of aid. I suspect Leanne is a real victim here. She seems lost, is asking for help, and is open about needing money. That's not how a perpetrator acts. I don't think she's any of those things. And here we are. Nanette Doucette. Next conversation with Lepsky. Recording's missing the first 5 seconds of conversation. Replaying the beginning is not possible. Actually, I thought we would finally meet in Realium too. Oh, Realium, Mr. Doucette. Haven't people wasted enough time on meeting in person to fulfill formalities? True. Isn't it? To meet, we would both have to get from A to B, find parking, make our way to an establishment, providing suitable safe ground so that no one can spy on a business using drone or camera. Yeah, you're right. Of course I am, my dear Miss Doucette. Viper gives a 100% guarantee that no one will eavesdrop on us or pry into our business, except... Alright, I somehow have this. Not that we have anything to hide. Of course not. And I assure you, there's no reason to be ashamed that your clinic is still not doing very well. That's why I wanted you to take over the Nanette's Gardens program in harvest time. Trust me, I'd be happy to. You'll take good care of it, won't you? Absolutely, ma'am. Your children will be taken care of and provided with progress-stimulating exercise, just like they have been. Couldn't we still meet in I'll be honest with you, Mr. Doucette. Because I can see from this thing... I can see this thing keeps me from coming back like an advertising drone in Low City. I'm a disfigured man. Oh. I use a prosthetic face. But that's what regenerative medicine is for. Not for everyone, dear Mr. Doucette. My DNA doesn't take kindly to that sort of procedure. What about cleansing? I still can't afford it. But I treat the defects as a learning experience. It shows me what pain is, and makes me want to help others. Mr. Levski, I really feel for you, but it's rather strange that we never... Don't you have enough to worry about with the cancer hospital? Yes. The hospital is sick, like my patients. That's why I've dedicated myself to it and the gardens. Let me help you. Why don't you leave Nanette's Gardens to me? You can get a break, and I can get what I'm addicted to be honest, which is helping others. You realize it's a sort of addiction? Oh yes. I'm sending you the documents. Just need your in, and that's it. Oh. I'll take care of the kids and the gardens, and you can focus on your hospital. Get some rest, Mrs. Doucette. The conversation continues for another 10 minutes and 14 seconds. Playback of the remaining part of the conversation is not possible. Why not? Alright. I mean, you could be a victim then. Who is the sheriff? A talented Mr. Lepsky. The sheriff works for you as a manager for the Nanette Foundation. Sheriff works for the manager for the Nanette Foundation under the pseudonym Mr. Lepsky. Don't know anything about it. Alright, well, that's interesting stuff that we have learned. Let's climb on down and see what's going on. I might agree to your thing. Oh, hello. Happy Joe. It's wonderful to see you in this world. If I'm nice to other players, I'll be accepted to Ed's Guild. I won't stop you any longer. Have a good game. That's Rusty. Hey, fresh, tasty fruit. Hey. Hello again. No. I mean, I guess I can ask the orange people, and there's you as well. Oh, tombstone, I can look at it. No, I was caught by the reflection on the tombstone. It wasn't smooth enough to reflect anything clearly. I looked at the grave digger's tools and wondered what holographic epitaph I'd like to see on my tombs. Oh, dramatic. Woe, woe for me, I died a unfulfilled mess. Epic. Yes, killed fighting a dragon. Dun 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 dun. Saving his friends by throwing his corpse into the mouth of the dragon after he was severely poisoned, thus killing it. Lyrics. Here's the dead person. They are dead. Perhaps you would like to see them stand on the head. I don't know. I need another point of blue, so I guess that is orange is spontaneity or inspiration for lyrics. Let's have some lyrics, shall we? Our life is a falling leaf, taken from the bough by the wind. We can do naught but turn the inevitable plummet into dance. Creating Hank. That's good stuff. I'll have to carve it into one of my stones. I mean, I was hoping to use the reflective surface to see the invisible shroud that was around me. But alright. Oh, yeah, I got you, didn't I? You were the guy who was doing all the stuff and the things with the... Oh, it's all going wrong. Are you busted ATM? Let's talk to you. They still had the same done look. Someone Eleonora. Yeah, you might be, Harry. Hey, Eleonora, are you there? Frank looked at me as kindly as his lips curled into ground. I'm here. How can I help you? Ooh, I could just get more coins. I didn't need to steal. Damn, and now I've revealed to the invisible person that I have help. Ugh. Ask for help with the investigation. I'm conducting an investigation here. Can you help me with someone? I'll try. Make it quick. I'm starting to get probed by anti-cheetah bots. Who do you want to know about? Tell me about the outlaw. The outlaw. Do you happen to know anything about the outlaw? If I also remember of Rusty Ed's guild. It seems like they're trying to keep to the guild house. A peculiar hideout for the outlaw, right? So I have a minute before I'm gone. Do you need help with anything else? Yeah. This sheriff is looking more and more suspicious. I don't know because the sheriff can't go into the guild house. So if I was against the sheriff, that's where I would hide. But you know, that would be both of them. I mean, if I was a bad guy, I would hide in there because the sheriff can't get me. And if the sheriff was a bad guy, I would hide in there because the sheriff can't get me. So yeah, let's ask about the sheriff now. You happen to know anything about the sheriff? He's not in harvest time right now, so I can't check him. I do know there are two girls walking around the town asking about him. I heard them mention something about a speed boost. Rarely uses a cheat like that. You should talk to him. I knew he did that. I knew that already. Alright. I have to go. Taking over bots in the games like this are risky. It was nice seeing you. Thanks for the help. She blew me a kiss. Again, thanks for giving me my freedom. She disappeared. Bot resumed its vacant stare. Okay, cool. Nope. Not going to summon you again. Let's have a look at our deduction meters. Who is the sheriff? The sheriff is cheating. The sheriff used a speed boost cheat. Yeah, we knew that. The sheriff is a cheater. He lies, manipulates and schemes. But I doubt he's to blame for what's happening with the orange folk. I suspect the sheriff is responsible for the problem with the orange folk. In a situation like this, there's usually only one person pulling the strings. And that person is probably the local lawman. Victim. I suspect the sheriff is the real victim here. He's acting like a child lost in the dark. He's popular, also naive and uninformed. And we got cheater, perpetrator, victim. So I guess you can't, if you choose the perpetrator for one of them, you can't choose the perpetrator for all of them. The outlaw is hiding in Rusty Ed's guild house. Yeah, but we knew that, didn't we? I suspect the outlaw is a cheater. That's why she's wanted and in hiding. I don't think she's responsible for the orange folks' problem. Oh. I suspect the outlaw is responsible for the problems of the orange folk. That's why she's wanted and in hiding. I suspect the outlaw is the real victim here. A person that hides in a game instead of logging out and disappearing in Relium can't be guilty of anything. Wow, those are interesting things to be... Hey, you're the two. Oh! Maya? Maya McPretty. Are you Maya and... Maya again? Yeah, it is. Who do we have here? Our favourite twisted player. How fortunate. Hey, good to see you again, I guess. Now, do the job for the sheriff. Find out the outlaw, find out who works with the outlaw. So we found them, they're in the guild house. And yeah, I'd like to examine the digital anomaly, but I don't know how to do that yet. Anyway. Who do we have here? Our favourite twisted player. How fortunate. We have a few simple questions. As a Harvest Time player. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, God, why are they still on this thing? Okay, alright. It will only take a moment, unless you're like Ben Bow. Don't be like Ben Bow. I've met Ben Bow. I can't remember who Ben Bow... Oh, Ben Bow was the achievement person. Right, okay, yeah. What are the questions for? What's the point of this interrogation? I'm collecting data. You'll learn more over the course of it. Alright, if that's what you want to do. Alright, sure. I answer your questions, you answer mine, alright? Okay, go ahead. Here we go, question number 1. How long have you been playing Harvest Time? I think I'm going to answer these honestly. I mean, it's possible that that Maya and Maya are in on this, but I don't think so right now. So I'm going to tell you the truth. Not long, less than a day. Question number 2. Have you ever been to the graveyard on the hill? Ah, yes. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Alright then, listen. Here's question number 3. Have you heard about the Tree of Knowing? Vaguely. I mean, it was mentioned that because of the dead tree. I mean, I've heard of it in passing. I've heard something about it. Another question, focus. Have you ever experienced flashbacks that weren't yours? No. Not unless we were talking about those things that were going on in the previous game? In Twisted and Perverted, when I was running across the rooftops? That's ironically. No, I haven't. No, I have not. Do you ever feel like someone's telling you what to say? Like you've taken over your mind and your will? Say no, deny, stop. I don't know if that is intentional or not. I assume that it is. If one of those is say yes and this is horribly done, say no. No, not at all. A wave of intense anxiety as part of me flipped out upon hearing the questions and made me say no. Yeah, I don't know if this is hinting that the broader aspects that somebody is manipulating you and trying to get stuff done in the real Relium, and the Relium that we go to in this game is not the Relium, or whether it's a meta joke about me controlling the person. Hey, easy. We're just talking, okay? It should go smoothly now. Give me any number that comes to... Oh, jeez. Okay. Wow. You're on 4. 314. 304... What? What kind of question is that? Why are you trying to drag me into? Take it easy. Don't freak out. It's cool. Yeah, that's it. Your turn. Is there anything you want to ask me? I mean, I'm not... Now, it's hinted that we're trapped inside this, because It's a computer simulation. Could I be a Gamedec programmed by a Gamedec? I don't know. Ugh. Ooh, so many tantalizing questions here about the nature of existence. Okay, ask why they're interested in the Tree of Knowing. I mean, no, I want to deal with the investigation right now, so tell me stuff. I'm conducting an investigation. I'm collecting information about residents. You answered our questions, so we owe it to you. Who do you mean in particular? Alright, the sheriff is not capitalized anywhere. Tell me about the sheriff. Tell me all you know about the sheriff. Let me see what everyone says. The sheriff is fast. Friend, oh! Yeah, you should see him. Sensory celebrity. Okay. But you know me. My followers would like to know more. Can you tell me something more about the guy? So the sheriff, he's like incredibly fast, you know? And we found out he's like using this cheat, a speed boost they call it. Yeah, I knew that. Thanks. Please don't tell anyone. It's our leverage against him. A safeguard in case our clan wants something from him in the future. Oh, orange. And would you believe the sheriff answered 314 too? Funny, huh? That is very weird. Because the idea is that at any given time, the number that a computer will come up with will be... It takes things from everywhere, and if the simulation is running the same thing at every point, then everyone in the simulation will answer the same thing. Not that different people will answer the same thing at different times. That should not be what is going on here. Thank you, Maya McPretty. Maya McPretty. And that's about it, right, sister? So, what about the Tree of Knowing? You have got me on that. Why are you asking about the Tree of Knowing? I'm collecting info for our clan. It's a top secret mission, you know, so we can't tell you too much. Actually, we don't know much either. Haha! If you learn anything, make sure to let us know. Collect info on the Tree of Knowing. Alright. Totally. Come back with some solid info on the tree and you won't regret it. The On clan knows how to return the favour. So, tell me about the clan. So how's your clan doing? What's the name? It starts with an H, right? Oh man, the On clan. The best org in the world. With the most profound message, concept and narrative. With the most profound message, concept and narrative. Not with the most profound message. The message being concept and narrative. Anyway, it's a riot, dude. Make sure to drop in tonight's code. That's where our headquarters are. Jeez, it's so amazing. Like, everything starts making sense. I mean, eventually, I think it will. And tell me about 314. What's the question behind her number? That's 314. Does it mean anything? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. We're not quite sure, but we're checking it out. Actually, it's not the first time we've got a response like that from an interviewee. Maya. Shot her a look, and no. Maya and Maya. Stop short. The fact that you reacted quite oddly to the number may mean something. Yeah, it does. Thanks. Deduction. The sheriff. Sheriff is quick. The current sheriff hasn't been beat. Many have tried. The popular opinion is he's damn quick. So you might need a hack in order to do it. Potatoes again. Oh, what time does the Midnight Express leave? Right after sunset, before the first coyote howls in there. Before the first coyote howls in the steppes. Damn it. Hello there, you. Dr. Thaddeus Oakley. What a beautiful day. Cowboys all around. They come to handy for advice. Head it now and you won't ask twice. Ask about the game rules. Premium membership, duels. Duels? Don't explain to me how duels work in the game. Harvest Time has hundreds of charming little towns like High Rock. Each one is governed by a sheriff. The lawman has special privileges. In order to take his gold star, you must challenge him to a duel and win. But we warned Cowgirl, our Sheriff Billy has lightning-quick reflexes. Many a daredevil tried besting him, and none prevailed. Alright. Tell me about guilds. Can you tell me how guilds work? Well, they're more like debate clubs for high-level players than places meant for any specific profession. To join a guild, you have to earn the trust of the player. I mean, I could earn the trust of Ed by listening to it. What are loot boxes? That creates a follow-up during pumpkin harvest, you plant them, you harvest them, bam, treasure, you get coins. Yeah, we've read all about that. We've done the premium membership as well. Monthly subscription, I'll send you a form. I got the form already. Yep. Tell me about new players then. Can you show me a list of new players in High Rock? Our ambition changed me, Cowgirl. Dozens of players enter every day. I could start listing their nicks, but that'd take... Alright, I get it. Narrow it down to premium players who started playing in the last 4 days. Now you're talking. Narrowing down, and voila, here's your result. 2 players, Wolfram and Outlaw. I dare say, the former is you. Alright, okay. Ask for directions. Can you give me directions to... Wolfram? No? Alright. Or to Outlaw. Thank you. Deductions. Who is Outlaw? Outlaw's a premium player. New character in the game. Character hasn't been in the game for long, but they've already managed to reach a very high level. It's suspicious. Have they? Alright, on Codex. Naturalium. Harvest time. Oh, 2 pieces of harvest time. Oh, lots. Opening prestige. Nope, we've read that one. The Guild House. Our game supports various types of guilds. Having said that, dear rancher, if you wish to have the honour of joining the Pumpkin Farmers Guild, the Dairy Farmers Guild, or the Corn Guild, you should first stop by the Guild House. Treat this place as your launchpad to a great career. Each location in the game has even the most rudimentary. Each location in the game, even the most rudimentary, has a guild house. Joining a guild house carries endless benefits. Oh look, there's a thing at the end of the endless benefits. There's an enclave which only guild members can access, so if you want to take a break from chatty players who don't treat harvest time with the proper respect, you found the right place. This is a vital area from which to have access to actual guilds. This is where a farmer's true journey begins. It's an exclusive place. Not everyone in our game has a premium account, and even among the elite group, not everyone can boast of having guild house membership. The higher you go, the more interesting things will be. The Guild House gives you the opportunity to meet interesting players. Harvest time's cream of the crop, as it were. You get to mingle with the best of the best by joining the right guilds. But that much is obvious, isn't it? Nope. Duel. Oh yes, it's true, Rancher. Our game does have a mechanic for PvP. Except there is one. It doesn't have a mechanic for PvP, except there is one. The Sunset Duel, Duel at Sunset. Romantic, charming, ecstatic. You want to face off against your destiny, challenge a player who wears the mantle of sheriff in a given town, but you can only do so at dusk. Imagine crowds gazing at you, fixating your hands at every move, each flicker of eyelids. Beware though, brave cowgirl. If you best your opponent, you'll become the sheriff yourself. Yeehaw! Notes. Before you go off challenging sheriffs, make sure you've got yourself a revolver. It's a rather rare item, which is why when you start playing, you'll be seen as an icon grayed out in the UI. There are ways to get hold of the weapon in harvest time, but we won't reveal them so as to not spoil your fun. Good luck. Alright, and what's the gossip? Midnight Express, we've seen that one. Lootboxing. Carl, lootboxing. What's your take on it? Well, it's shit. Can you be more specific? A steam pile of shit. Speaking of this bit, I'm going out for a bit, said the captain, leaving to take a shit. Good one, right? No. It's meh. Lootboxing. Well, shit for a simple reason. A random program determines if 1,000 pieces of gold get you 1,000 unique items or 1,000 steaming piles. The player accepts the rules, they know what they're agreeing to, right? You know what you're agreeing to when you married your lady, but a person doesn't know what they're agreeing to until they've lived it, experienced it. They get roped into gambling, saying it to themselves. Maybe this time it'll be something cooler. This is intermittent reinforcement, the most effective form of conditioning. I only wanted to... Right, that's why temporary marriages were introduced, lasting a year or two instead of a lifetime, since you have access to immortality. That's what I wanted to talk about. Cassia, I love you, and we're just fine. Oh, right, he's... right. his wife, and he's going, whoa, 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 no, no, that's not what. Don't, I love you. Don't divorce me. And Knight's Code. Knight's Code is game. Clan-based MMO. We knew that already. I don't know what Sweat is. Again, that is probably a translation that has been missing. Now what? I'm going to type that in. Yeah, world. Okay. Oh, Dr. Thaddeus Oakley over here wants to get on the thing and get out of here. Let's not talk to you just yet. Let's summon Poppy. Can you summon Poppy for me? But of course, hey Poppy! Yeehaw, teleport to the farm. Yeehaw! Now Poppy, open these 3 boxes I've got. And then I'm going to ask the orange folk about these people. I mean, I'm going to ask the guy and try and get him to sleep first of all. Alright, open a chest. I'd like to open a chest. Wow, you've received a rare chest with a unique item. You've got a tin bathtub. If you want, girl, you can take a bath and we'll have a witch. We'll have a cowgirl in a bathtub. Let's go see this. Oh, it's over here, is it? Is that it? It hardly looks... Oh, well, alright, fine, whatever. Finally put up a fence around the pastures. Open up a chest. You got a patch of coins. Okay, how many coins did I get? 43, alright. And how many do I get? A red chest filled with coins, congratulations. 209, getting closer to that 5,000. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to do one pumpkin thing, just because. How exciting for everything that is going on here. I was hoping to find loot boxes. Unsurprisingly. Alright, and you. I couldn't find the place to click on there. Hey, you got a loot box. Alright, okay. Well, there we go. Open a chest. A red chest with a unique item. Ooh, it's a milk can. I love the smell of crude aluminium and the taste of fresh milk drawn straight from the container. Mmm. Come back when you get more chests. It appears that for the purposes of this game, for Gamedec, that you get a rare item every 3. So maybe, I don't know, if you keep doing this and keep getting the stuff. If you keep doing it and keep getting the stuff, can you eventually get an achievement for having fully spruced up your farm? I guess that's what you're going towards. Leave the farm. No, end. I keep forgetting that I need to press it again. Alright, hey there, you're the one that I want to talk to. Howdy, Gamedec. So I heard you're working for the sheriff. Good call. The law has to be respected. Oh, the fact that you're so chummy with the law, I'm not sure about that. I understand you're chasing an outlaw. I'd like to question my people. That's problematic. You take too much of their time. From what I heard, the outlaw is anxious to leave High Rock. You should take your detective skills to a different part of town. Well, good luck and good day to you. She wants to leave High Rock. Can she not just log out? Will she automatically come back to the same place every time? Ooh. Dr. Thaddeus Oakley, you are looking more talkable too. Hey, can I talk to you? No. I'm gonna go and try and talk to these people though. Alright. No. Yep. If I keep working without paying attention to me, you're the one who is down and out. You're the only other one, guy. Oh, please. State, maybe I'll get lucky again if you're here. Okay. I mean, I can't go into the guild house unless you give me permission. Now? Right now, I'm not going to do it. Alright. But that might be another way to get into the guild house. Oh, hey, horse. Oh, no. We've already seen that. Oh, this was a place where I couldn't go before. Voila. Voila. The women were involved in a lively conversation and didn't grace me with a glance. Yep, I'm going to listen to your conversation. Stood aside and listened. Do you honestly think it was here? In the graveyard? The legend grew and collapsed, that's why there's no trace of it. The cosmic tree, Axis Mundi, the tree of good and evil, the tree of knowing. The symbol is present in every culture. Vikings, Australian tribes, Christians, Slavic myths. It's everywhere. According to these beliefs, there's a spot where time stops along the tree's axis around its trunk. As you connect with people, the past and the future. For the Australian and Terra people, the cosmic axis was a pillar. It transformed unknown space into a world, an organised reality. Oh, that's intriguing. If we go back and tell them. I kept touring, ignoring my presence. Yeah, alright. Excuse me, ladies. I'm going to interrupt you. I'm sorry, could I? No one kept talking without paying attention to me. No one kept talking, ignoring my presence. Hey, ladies. Sorry to do this. I'm sorry, could I? One of them looked at me haughtily, sized me up, and made some gesture in the game's menu. What? Please steer on what I added you to their ignore list. Have fun playing. What? No, but I got information on it. Oh well. Alright, consequences of my actions. I got a point of red for impatience, and I got a point of something for energy, maybe? I don't know. Now I just need a point of blue to become a Vox Populi. I don't know how I failed that when I listened and overheard the conversation. And alright, okay. Hey, Rusty Ed. Yeah, I was snoring. I'm gonna wake you next time. Wake up, buddy. Ah, I was snoring, sorry. Ah, goodness, it's harvest. There's no snoring here, unless I've missed some patch. Tell me a story. Tell me a story. You heard my story about old game systems. Would you like to hear about the legendary artifact now, or how I became sheriff? Tell me about the legendary artifact. Tell me the legend of this artifact. Alright, it was about a decade ago. An event was announced that would last all year. A year! It said one of the loot boxes would contain the legend of harvest time. The artifact jewel. I can still remember it. It was in a house in the game. House of Happiness. It was covered in flowers. It was boosting the joy and neurotransmitters of whoever was in it. That's got to be impatience, right? Remain calm. I mean, how do you show that you are calm? How do you level up calm? You can't. You just are calm. Really? So let's just keep listening. Go on, Ed. I'm listening. So there was this player, Ted Godiva, who sold his apartment, everything he had, to improve his chances. He spent a lot of money on boosts. That's how he got the treasure. The house is still hovering somewhere in the game. In Elysium. He settled here. In harvest time. He became a zonut. He only had enough money to keep his brand alive for a few months. Even when he was dying, he kept smiling. Eh. Let's make a comment. Or do I not respond? I mean, rules. Loneliness. Caution. Logic. Facts. Discretion. Accuracy. Nah, let's make a comment on them. I've read reports on Zernets. You need a lot of money to keep alive for years. But not just to keep a netrium. An organic braid gets older. Someone should have kept him, providing him Everbrain, a regenerative enzyme. Containing a netrium liquids, the enzyme costs a fortune. Okay, now you've listened to my story, so I can answer one of your questions. Okay, let's have a question. Tell me about... tell me about Sheriff Billy. Tell me something about the local sheriff. Do you know the Billy guy? He's been nagging me lately, asking me to admit him to the guild. Him and those two loyal cowboys of his. You know, Cowboy Ack and Mad Dog. Oh! Now that doesn't come here often. Every time I refuse him, they ask. I don't trust him. But keep that to yourself. Well, that's a thing. It does look like the sheriff is in horrible things, cahoots with places. Hey, fly! Don't land on my nose and try and crawl up my nose. Ah! Alright. Can you tell me any more? Tell me anything about the Outlaw. Do you know anything about the player called the Outlaw? Do I know anything? I can't tell you that. But they are a member of your guild. I mean, I know that. The Outlaw is a member of Rusty Ed's guild, just like dozens of other players that ask nightly enough. Nicely, not nightly. I guess I could admit you too, kid. Then you'd have to have it out with him like a civilized player. I don't know who he is, and I don't really care. But yeah, now I'd like to take a nap. As Ed was leaving, Ed flinched suddenly, as if he felt a prickling sensation. I felt a chill. But the strange presence haunted me before. I knew I had to investigate it. Two tools I could use. Mirror could pierce through the cloak, while pain being launched a painful jamming impulse. I want to know who it is. Over my deck, launched into mirror and turned it towards the supposed presence. And I'm just going to go through this animation all the time, right? I recognized a human silhouette. Without a material avatar, the structure of the cloaking code seemed familiar, but I couldn't say why. After a while, the shape disappeared. I knew that if I caught this ghost, I'd be able to examine it more closely, maybe even talk to it. Okay, cool. Went back to Ed. Ed was sleeping like a log. Alright, well, we'll come back and wake you up later. Hey, howdy. Share information about the tree. This is what I've got. I heard the tree was here in harvest time. It sparked player interest. They're discussing what it means, what it was made for. Keep going, I'm getting all of this down. What I know, its location where it appeared is now closed. It's a graveyard. Nice, this seems to confirm our theories. Tell us honestly, what do you think the tree is? Well... accuracy would say you don't know. Really? I think. Who is the sheriff? All the sheriff's men. Ack, the orange folk supervisor, and Mad Dog are the sheriff's most trusted men. The latter rarely logs into the game. So yeah, I think you might be the perpetrator. I think the outlaw might be a cheater. And Miss What's-Her-Face is a victim. Nancy. No, not Nancy. Nanette. Alright. I don't know. Honestly, I have no opinion on it. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's an artifact present in a few games, so it could be anything or nothing, but it is interesting. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't have enough information to make a call yet. I don't think it's inspiring or anything or like that. I mean, it's great for certain people to have tails, but the fact that it's in several games, a core thing, a way out into the Relium, maybe? I don't know. You're a cool guy, you know. How can we play? Give me future favor. I don't need coins. I can make coins by going to my pumpkin farm. No problem. If I need anything, I'll let you know. In the future. Unless you ask for something I have, but don't know about yet. It's a deal. You know, I hate grey areas like that. Alright. Well, somehow I failed that quest. But also succeeded it. That's fine. And there's no... No, I've got something more from the virtual alien. Well, I'll look at that in a minute. There's no way for me to see quests I have failed, are there? There's nothing there. Alright. Tree of Knowing. Tree of Knowing. Overheard conversation. Do you honestly think it was it? Yeah, this is the one that I had. Okay, that's right. Oh my god, it goes even further. Okay. Tree of Knowing. In Harvest Time, that would be something. The Cosmic Tree, the axis of the world, Axis Monday, the Tree of Good and Evil. The symbol is present in every culture. The Vikings, Australian tribes, Christian, Slavic myths, it's everywhere. I have a fantasy about it. Of course you do. According to the creeds, time stops on the tree's axis. It lets you connect with the past and the future. I heard about that. For the Australian Ariat people, the cosmic axis is a pillar that transforms unknown space into a world, an ordered reality. I'm familiar with that legend. Want to know my theory? It's called a hypothesis, my dear, a hypothesis. Yes, a theory is... The theory of gravity is not a theory in the colloquial sense, in the scientific sense. Theory is the absolute pinnacle. It is an I don't want to say an indisputed fact, because that is not quite what it is, but it is something that has been tested and proven to be true repeatedly. It's not like, oh, I have a theory that my wife is cheating on me. It's not that. It's, you know a thing for certain. It has been tested and proven and tested and proven and tested and proven. It is now a theory. He said, having contradicted himself several times there. But, yep, you know, there we go. Alright. Tree of Knowing represents the human nervous system. Oh, that's an interesting one. There's a stretch. No, it's not. Graphical representations of the structure, the mythical Tree of Knowing. That is very strange. The crown is ridiculously small, while the trunk is long and has a multitude of small branches protruding from it. The crown is the brain, the trunk is the spinal cord, and the branches are peripheral nerves that connect to a spinal cord. Yes. A tree's roots in turn represent all the remaining peripheral nerves. One's going down all the way down the legs. Fascinating, isn't it? Nope. But wait, that's not it. That's not all. But wait, that's not all. The concept of past, present, and future are uniquely human, and you can buy them for just $1. What do you mean? Everything we see reaches us with a delay. You see a tennis ball that is coming towards you at high speed. By the time its image reaches the ocular interpretive center of the brain, it will already have moved. The brain perceives reality kind of like astronomers see the stars. It sees what's already happened, but it's aware of that. I'm just moving my hand. I mean, I guess so? If something is moving fast enough? I mean, the speed of light as well would factor into that. No, I can't move faster than the speed of light. Alright. The brain knows where the tennis ball was and must create a projection of where it's going to be in a moment. If it were to just operate based on past image, you wouldn't be able to hit the ball back. Do you get it? What's your point? You're missing a thing there. Quote marks. The impression of past, present, and future come from the brain. It's the brain that creates them. The concepts don't matter to a rock. Yeah, that's true. Oh dear. Expect me to sneeze at some point then, because I thought I was going to, but I didn't. Anyway, they're needed by living cogent entities, the ideas of past, present, and future, that is. I'll go further. When you're trying to remember something, you activate the same areas of the brain as you would when imagining the future. The brain, like the axis of the world, axis mondia, generates the past and the future. Furthermore, like the world axis of the Arient? Arente? I don't know that one. It arranges unknown matter into organized matter. After all, the brain creates the image of reality, as reality doesn't have an inherent appearance. So the tree of knowledge is our nervous system. Yes, a place that generates past, present, and future. A place that generates the image of reality. And that name, the tree of knowing. I mean, our nervous system functions as a tree of knowing. It's used for cognition. Fascinating, isn't it? I mean, we call it the tree of knowing. That's not necessarily its name. Anyway, yes, quite. Indeed. I'm interested in something else, though. What would that be? The cosmic tree appears in different places across different games. How is that possible? Games have their own engines, use proprietary software. You know, a talented hacker could. But why? For what purpose? From what I gathered, it's just there. It doesn't do anything special. Supposedly, you can experience an epiphany while being near it. That would be something. If it proves false, though, the artifact is nothing but a pathetic and pointless stunt. Like our lives. Like our lives, my dear. Well, our lives are pathetic and pointless. And on that note, let's throw ourselves down a well. I said it was in the graveyard. No, I wanted to end in the graveyard. I wanted to go into the graveyard. Oh, alright, okay. Well, do you know anything about the graveyard then, Gravedigger? Howdy, stranger. I'm Hank, and I have the honor of being the gravedigger in this sunny establishment, but I don't sell coffins, so don't ask. I mean, I could have got you kicked out, possibly. But anyway, I'm new here. Mind if we talk? Oh lord, if you have a question about the game, talk to Handy Joe by the platform. If you're interested in other topics, we can chat. So, what do you do here? You're a gravedigger, not a farmer? How'd you get that role in the game? My farm is frozen right now, so I need to work a town profession for a year to unlock the town resident achievement. Why is your farm frozen? Gravedigger gig happened to be available. Work is peaceful. It's basically world building, and nobody dies here since they removed PvP. When it gets boring, I pop out to the Relium to buy baby stuff. I can even sleep in game, but my folks grumble about it. Runny nose, you know. No, I don't. Why would your nose run while you were asleep? It doesn't. Alright. Or it does, but you swallow it. Or when... It doesn't matter. Alright. I will inquire. Tell me more. Town resident reject takes some dedication. It's been harvest time for that long? For a year? If I'm not in game, players can report my absence. Then the script check it and decides if I can continue this role. Last month, my activity dropped a little because of the divorce. I was moving in with my folks. I got reported and lost the role. Sheriff Billy vouched for me. He's the reason I kept my progress. He's one great man, believe me. Alright, guy. I'm trusting you. I'm going to say, I don't know. I've had so many kind words spoken about this gentleman in town, it makes me suspicious. It's intuition, you see, a feeling behind the facade. There's a monster. There's a lot of good citizens. It's hard to believe they could simply be decent. Folks are always looking for ulterior motives. It's sad. Yeah, I get you. Just as I expected, my invisible stalker reappeared. I had 2 more apps I could use to examine this activity, but both were illegal. Flawless hero, the sheriff's reputation seems to be impeccable. But he's cheating. Because I expressed displeasure or did something, I'm going to hunt for the ghost. I'm going to do something that is illegal. You could trace the player by performing either a safety scan or putting on Gamedec goggles. The scan was more reliable, but it risked drawing admin attention. Goggles were safer, but their range was limited to my field of view. What have you got for me? Dark web. Gamedec goggles. It's kind of an underrated app, but to be honest, I don't know why. Maybe it's because not so many game decks know how to use them, and it's a mistake. For a scanner, goggles are directional. They're not a radar. The nature of what you're looking at will be revealed to you, so you need to know what it is you're looking for. Sometimes they'll only point you in a direction. It's a good piece of software, but only for professionals. Or safety scan. Why is a safety scan so good, but also a bit dangerous? Because admins use a similar app. These tools share a similar signature, and they can simply detect that you're using a suspicious program. Basically, the safety scan is convenient because it works like a radar. It detects invisible objects around you, including players. It shows up quite obviously in the logs, so watch for the security services, you know, the ones. They're in every game. Unless you're in some lame-ass world, and you know there are virtually no admins there. If that's the case, scan away. Okay. Well, we know what we're looking for, so I think a Gamedec goggles are enough. I don't think we need a security scan. Catching the ghost. Use the programs indicating the ghost location, catch it, and force it to duel. No! I don't have a gun yet. I was pointing towards the ghost. I had only a short while to find it. I had to hurry. I was determined to catch the ghost. I cut the conversation short and hurried to the direction suggested by the... No, I don't. I don't! Oh, that is so long ago. That is not even today. Alright. Wow, alright. Looks like I'm going to try and catch you. I stand strong and gust of wind, like the occasional wild dreams in this game, but nothing like this. It's either hallucinating or just seen falling dust rearrange itself into the outline of a human being. I felt the presence of the invisible stalker, but wouldn't let it go. Chase the ghost. This time I was sure I could catch it. I decided to give another legal tool a try. Safety scan, but I hoped the admins wouldn't notice. No! Scan displayed the last location of my target. I had to get there before they were gone. I was determined to catch the ghost, so I hurried in the direction suggested by the app. No! I had the enemy in the bag. I just had to restrain them. The freeze app I had in my deck was the best tool. Yeah, I'm going to restrain you. I'm in a window, I chose freeze, but my attack was ineffective. The enemy had some sort of security program. Firewall, failure. Alright. There's something familiar about the software. It took me a moment, but I finally recognized it. They were Gamedec apps! I was up for a duel. My enemy didn't wait for the invitation and quickly launched first attack. Gain advantage in a duel. Choose attacks that your opponent has not seen before and defenses that fit your opponent's attacks. Well, this is going to be exciting, isn't it? Can't do a save now. Makes sense. Serious player. The enemy attacked me with web. It was a massive thing. One I wasn't prepared for. It hit me full power and gave my opponent the lead. Jesus, it did. See, my enemy had access to a standard collection of apps, but so did I. I opened a window with offensive and defensive programs. Apps had different speeds and methods of operation. Successful attacks gave you an advantage, while good defense helped you keep it. Alright, okay. Gamedec's arsenal. It's inevitable that from time to time you run into another Gamedec during a job. Sometimes you'll be working the same case but find yourself on opposing sides. I'm not saying it happens often, but like I said, it happens. On that point, it's best to talk things out, but that's not always an option. Professional ethics require absolute discretion. Betraying a customer is a lifetime blemish. I mean, I'm certain I have given up people already. Keep in mind, these days, anything can be fake, so your credibility is everything, your reputation. I mean, if everything can be faked, then your credibility can be faked. So... if you're not able to come to an agreement, you have to know how to strike and how to keep your guard up. I'm not talking about actual fighting or other digital magic. Obviously, we're talking about combat in sensory worlds. Sensory worlds. Sensory? It's a digital scuffle of thoughts. All about gaining an advantage, establishing control, having access to resources in the cloud, which will leave you with more options than your opponent. Understand? You have to be able to gain control of your opponent. That's it. A well-prepared game deck should carry an arsenal of offensive and defensive applications. Answer will drown an opponent in data packets, queries, and the like. Two types of offense and defensive applications: concentrate and dispersed. There's one more classification: instant, fast, and slow. That classification applies to offensive and defensive apps alike. The names Concentrated, dispersed, fast, and slow. A slang expression, supposedly helping you imagine how they work. I think they're dumb, but replacing them with programming gibberish would make things worse, believe me. Pay attention because this is important. Use a defensive application with traits that match the offensive application you're attempting to control. Understand? No, I don't. If you're guarding, use a shield that's the same type as the sword someone's smacking you with. So someone's hacking at you with an application that's concentrated in an instance. You must respond with a shield of the same type. Concentrated in an instant. Okay, that makes sense, but... Alright, one more important thing. An application's effectiveness is contingent on its speed. Instant applications are executed immediately but have the lowest effectiveness. Slow ones, such as Web or Halbert, are the strongest. One last thing. The names of these programs are weird, old school. Why? Because they're old. Back from the days of Sam Hawthorne. Gamedecs have gotten used to them, so no one can be bothered to change them. So don't be surprised, okay? Offensive applications using the concentrated method include, for example, instant bow, fast sword, slow halberd. Defensive applications using the dispersed method include instant helmet, fast pirouette, slow smoke. Other popular instant applications are Guard and Monster, also known as Godzilla. Don't feel like writing anymore, but if you remember this, you'll figure out the rest. I mean, fuck, it's not like I'm charging you anything for this. Some black market programs have different names, but they're the same as the basic versions. That's it, then good luck. Being a Gamedec blog, Uncle Sam. Alright. So, the faster something is, the weaker it is. I mean, I don't quite understand. If I use an instant defense of some description, does that mean that? I guess that means it has it is going to be up for the attack whenever the attack is, but it is going to have the least effectiveness. So you only want to use instant defense when you know an instant attack is coming in. Alright, okay. So, I don't want to wait for an attack, because they're going to... Successful attacks give you an advantage, while a good defense helps you keep it. I think you're going to defend, because you have an advantage, so I think I'm going to attack. Oh. Focus and swift, focus and fast, focus and slow, dispersed and swift, dispersed and low, or personalized ads. Alright, let's open with something they've definitely never seen before. Personalized ads. Add access to tools that can bury my enemy under a pile of personalized ads. Shouldn't mess with the infotainers. Definitely made a mess of my opponent's screen, which was the point. Sure, my opponent had already chosen an application. The opponent used Monster, Dispersed and Swift. The programmer used Return to Sender. Oh, wow. Swift. So I need to use Dispersed and Swift as well. So I don't think I will do that. I want slow because that is the most. So I use Dispersed and Swift. Try to defend myself with the helmet. It was quick and a dispersed type of defense, but that's what they were using. It was a perfect defense. I wasn't affected at all. But did my attack not do anything? I had to choose an act. Alright. So let's use... You used web on me. Let's web you back. We're starting to use web. This useful app intensified jamming signals to the point where the enemy's program started acting up. My opponent used pirouette, which was the correct method, and the app was fast, but there wasn't much he could do. Alright, so it was a dispersed thing, but it wasn't fast. Alright, okay. The advantage I gained was minimal. It wasn't worth it. What are you God, my opponent was preparing another attack. The enemy decided to use Saber. Was it on Virtualanium Gamedecs? Yeah. I'm guessing it's a fast sword then. That would make sense. So I would want... It's probably focused and fast. Not going to be dispersed because it's not a wide range. So I guess I don't have that. So return to sender it is then, I guess. No, simply if my enemy knew that one. The so-called query redirection. Simple once you got the hang of it. And became the target of their own attack. This must have surprised them, but I knew they would be more careful next time. Yeah, because I can't do it again. So I had to use an app. You know what would be great? If the swift, fast and slow matched the swift, fast and slow on this side and weren't different. Because why would you do that? All of the focused are on this side, that's great. All of the dispersed are on this side, that's great. But then you've mixed up the order. Why? Why would you do that? Swift is the top one, fast is the next fastest, and then slow is below that. So why would you not do the same thing on both sides? What is the point? Alright. Focused and slow. New tailbird. The strong attack signal overwrote enemy commands and made them ineffective. The enemy tried to hide behind the shield. The app was faster than halberd, but it was the right method, but I still came out on top. Oh, I didn't gain anything from it except that huge. I guess. All right. I disarm my enemy, which allow me to restrain them and check their identity. Few more verse. All right, you kicked my ass. Let's talk. Yeah. Not quite there. All right. Reveal yourself. Show yourself. I want to know who I'm talking to. Silhouette is all I can reveal for now. My avatar is somewhere else. I've been following you for a while using a slightly modified Guardian Angel app. Ah, I used that as well. I think you might be the outlaw. Who are you? Why don't you tell me? Max, I'm a friend. I like your profession. I'm intrigued by your investigation. That's why I've been observing your work. I don't think you are. I don't want to say any more right now. Not here. Well, I can understand that, alright? Fine, I don't appreciate being followed and eavesdropped on. You still haven't answered my questions. I'm a friend, I'll try to prove it to you. As for all the spying, I hope I can make it up to you somehow. So, are you following me? No, why are you following me? Why are you following me? Well, out of sheer detective curiosity, I don't think so. Gamedec, in a game like this, it was worth listening to some of your conversations. No, it's unethical and undignified. Pardon me. It's an excuse. But you wouldn't have answered my questions if I asked them directly. I might have done. Okay, I get it. You don't trust me, and I need to be careful. Let me prove my good intentions, and maybe I'll share some information with you. Might help you with your investigation. I don't mean to force my solution on you too early. After all, I could be wrong, right? Finish your investigation. Let's meet to discuss our findings, preferably somewhere private. For example, in my bedroom? No. I guess in the graveyard is the best place, because I don't have a bedroom. The saloon isn't private, so the graveyard. In the graveyard. That's right. After you've completed the investigation and finished up your business, meet me where tombstones grow, as a poet would say. By the way, you need to jump into the well or off the saloon roof. Both methods are fine. I'll see you there. Good luck. The Gamedec mysteriously vanished into thin air. A moment later, I received a text file and a private message. I scanned and opened it. The message said, "You really kicked my ass there, friend. Please accept the enclosed files with my compliments." New clue. The outlaw that the sheriff is after is actually a new skin, belonged to one of the Orange Folk farmers. She's a girl named Camellia. There was something else in the file. The outlaw used to play on the Orange Farm Folk. I think that player just wants to see other locations, not escape justice. Collected this data by listening in on my players. You might find it useful. The message ended with a note. I'd love to speak with you about the case. Remember the graveyard. I'll wait for you there. Meet the Gamedec in the graveyard. Identify. Yeah. Who is the outlaw? Oh look, Chasing Dreams. She divided supervisor from the Orange Folk Farm to visit other locations in the world. The Outlaw is Kamala's new character. Until recently, Kamala played the Orange Folk Farm. Yeah? Did I get anything from the Codex? No? Nothing for the professional either. Wow, that is interesting. Sorry, show me the deductions again. Yeah, I think the sheriff is the perpetrator. Can I get a print screen of that as well? Oh, damn it. I think Leanne is probably a victim. Because she is forcing... Right, oh, they're all heavily medicated. Because they're in the fucking cancer hospital. Oh, they're not... No, they're low city people. So, yeah. I don't know. No, they're not in the cancer hospital. And the outlaw is a victim. Alright, well... We've still got... Dr. Thaddeus Oakley? It is Thaddeus Oakley, yeah. But... This is where we're going to end it for today. Wow, this is taking... Reading through everything and reading it out to everybody and doing everything like that is taking a lot longer to play this than it should do. I've seen like 7-hour games. We've been playing this for... This is part 4 now, so this is 10 hours in? 9-10 hours in, and you know, we haven't even done the second case. I don't even know how many cases there are, but hey, isn't that exciting? Let me thank you all so much for coming here. I do appreciate each and every one of you for spending some of your limited time here with me, whether live and in person or later on the VOD. Thank you very much. It's great that you're here. We will be back tomorrow with this. We're going to continue this for until the beginning of October. And then October we'll kick off spooky season and do some spooky games. I'm uncertain which ones exactly right now. I don't know that zombie games really fall into the spooky season, because they're usually about kicking ass and beating people up, or beating up the zombies and taking them down, rather than being afraid of them. I don't know that I've got that many jump scary games, but I'm going to look and double check and see what I've got, and see what exciting things come out of there. But until the next time, I have been Richard, and this has been LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels, and you all have fun.